Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Cheryl from the library and I have a fun craft for you today. We are going to begin talking about animals, Arctic animals, and how they hibernate and how they keep warm during the winter time. And today I want to tell you just a little bit about the snowy owl, and we're going to make one. This is such a cute little owl. You'll love to have this in your room or at your house. Now, these are the things you're going to need today. You're going to need a pine cone, and I don't know if you can see this. This is just a regular pine cone out of my yard, and I'm going to tell you how to make it white in just a few minutes. You're going to need some cotton. This is just cotton balls that I just pulled apart to make fluffy white. And we're going to use this to make his feathers. You are going to need some white paper to make your head and your wings. And you're also going to need a little piece of black to cut a triangle out of so that you can make your beak, because the snowy owl has a black beak. His beak is not yellow or orange like most birds. Okay, the snowy owl has several different names. He's also known as the polar owl. He's known as the great white owl. He's known as the Arctic owl. And they are native to the Arctic regions of North America. So they're up there on our continent, way up north, where it is very cold around the Arctic regions. Okay, now they have feathers. Their feathers are thick and beautiful and round, and their feathers help hold in the heat because it is so cold in that area. So, for you to get started on your little owl, your little snow owl, you can see the pine cone where the pieces are sticking out. Now, I've left one part open right here so that I can show you how to do this. Can you see where the pine cone, see the areas in between? We're gonna stuff the cotton in those holes. So you just take a little bitty bit of it, you don't need a whole lot, and you're just going to stuff it inside of the pine cone, just like this. And it's so funny because it will stick. You do not need any glue or anything, but just stuff that in between these. Now, be very careful not to stick your finger, because it will stick your finger if you're not careful. I've already stuck mine a couple of times tonight, but I'm just going to stuff as well as I can, stuff the cotton in those holes. That's gonna make my owl nice and warm too. The snowy owl has a great thick plumage, and that means that he has a thick layer of feathers. Okay? And that helps keep him warm in the cold Arctic regions. Now, I pretty much have got my cotton packed in there pretty good. If you see some areas that need a little bit more cotton, you just keep on packing until you get him nice and warm. Now, let me show you where I've packed. Now, my pine cone is packed all around. And I'm just gonna do it like that to make it nice and pretty. Now, I'm going to take my owl. I still have cotton left over if I want to go back and do some more. I'm going to cut, and I'm going to draw a pattern to show you. You're going to take your piece of paper, and I'm using yellow so that it'll show up good. You're going to take your piece of paper and fold it. We call this hot dog style because it's long. And you are going to draw an oval. Or a C. Something similar to this. And then just cut that out. Now, for his wings, you're going to do a little bit bigger than that. And I actually gave my wings some feathers. So you can do your owl wings however you want to. That more looks like angel wings than owl wings, but here are my feathers. And then to make your beak, you're just going to need to make a triangle. And you're going to cut all of these on your folded line so that when you cut it out, it will be symmetrical. Okay? So once you get your pattern, and all of this needs to be done on white construction paper or white paper of some kind. Okay, now I've already cut out, this is going to be my owl's eyes. These are my owl's wings. And today I'm using the glue gun because it will help it to stick better. And you may want to get your parent to help you glue your wings and everything on. Now, these owls have very interesting sight and hearing. Their ears stick straight up so that they can hear. Now, this snowy owl is not nocturnal. He doesn't hunt in the nighttime. He actually hunts during the day. And did you know that his sight is so good and his hearing, he hears so well that he can hear rodents or mice or moles that are actually crawling under the snow. I thought that was very interesting. So, they're actually called diurnal because they hunt during the day. And they can hear things, their prey that crawls under the snow. Now, I added some wiggly eyes to mine. You can draw your eyes or you can add them in, however you want to do. I want to put my head on my pine cone. Actually, I'm just going to put some hot glue on his head. Just like that. And you see I'm holding him by his beak. And I'm going to glue his head on him. Just like this. I'm going to hold it for just a few minutes so that it will dry. And we can still see his white feathers. Okay, and also I'm going to glue his wings on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue on his wing. And I'm going to stick one wing on and hold it for just a minute and let it seal. And then we're going to put his wing on the other side. Again, I'm using hot glue. Do not attempt to hot glue this unless you have a parent there. that can help you. And I'm going to hold that for just a minute and let that dry. And when I finish, I have my little snow owl, or my polar owl, or my Arctic owl. And he would be so cute on your table or your desk or on a shelf in your home. So I hope that everybody has fun. Go out when it's not raining and find you a pine cone. There are lots of around in Blakely, Georgia. And find you some cotton, either cotton balls or cotton pads, or even if your dad is a cotton farmer, you might have some cotton at home that you could just pull apart and use, and stuff your owl's body, your pine cone, with the white cotton, and you have your very own little owl. Now, if you want to get really, really creative, go out and find you a stick. I found a stick with a pine cone on it, and you can actually glue your owl to your stick, and it will be so beautiful, and it will also tell us things about wintertime. So I hope you enjoy this activity. Everybody take care, be safe, and I will see you next week for the Curiosity Club. Bye.